What's good, y'all? So I'm coming back, and you already know what we doing. The 200 to 10K. As y'all could see in the previous challenge, we were close. We were moving in good progress. We ended up turning 200 into 700, which is amazing. But then again, we got greedy. We're trying to go for the 200 to 1700 on our first trade instead of TPing at 400 bucks, because that's a double. The goal is a double. We tried to go for a penta double, because obviously we took the account from 200 to 1200 bucks. That's a 1 to 5 on the first trade. The goal is to 1 to 2 and just double the account and let the account compound. But we decided to hold, and price came, margins us out, and it's okay because it's possible. It's possible to take this 200 to 10K. I feel like if anybody's built to take a $200 account to 10K, it's me. Like, I got over 850K thousand dollars worth of funded capital that I obtained. I took $200 to $14,000 after losing my job last year around July, June-ish. I've been in situations where like your boy couldn't eat for weeks and had to lock in, and not because obviously, I didn't eat because I had no choice. Nah, I made myself like that. I chose to put myself in a position where the only thing that I had to focus on was trading, my relationship with God and my physical health. But there was never equal balance. So this time, y'all, we're gonna do it different. Cause I'm gonna take this $200 account at 10K, and everything that I put in my bio of my channel, what I put in my description, I'm gonna fulfill that shit. Not just for y'all, but for myself. We finally cracked profitability in this market. And now we're gonna really test out our skill, which I know I have the skill. It's just for me to be able to show it to y'all. And not just show it to y'all, but also show it to myself on camera. So this challenge of taking this $200 to 10K, it's gonna be more than just what we choose to do on the charts. It's gonna be way more than that. You know what it's also gonna consist of? Our spiritual journey, which we take very serious. There's certain sins that I indulge in that's gonna be off during this. I've already been on my physical, but we're gonna take that to the next level. As we compound this account, we need to be compounding our bodies, our minds, our souls, our spirits, our energy, our relationships. We need to be compounding everything, like everything. I got plans, I got goals. I wanna get my real estate license, which I'm working on right now. About to take that exam. I already got my 214 license, life insurance license. Like, got acceptance to 2 different schools. I'm going to take one of those offers. Like, we got so much things going on that's in the midst. We profitable in the markets. We knocked out 850K with the funded capital. Like, we doing some pretty nice things. So it's time to do us a solid, and we're gonna take this 200 to 10K. And yes, it's going to be on a live account. It's not going to be on a prop. Like y'all see in my last video, I recently just got a prop 25K account, but we're not even using that. And matter of fact, I'm so serious, I'm not even gonna touch that account. I'm gonna focus on this account. It's 200 to 10K. But not only is it beneficial to me, obviously, because it's taking 200 to 10K, no matter how much money you make, 10K will always be a good amount of bread. But it's gonna be beneficial to y'all, because now y'all can actually see somebody who really built their way up. Like, I'm not just gonna be, oh, the first part of the video where I take 200 to 1,000 and then y'all just gonna see me glitch to 5 and then glitch to 10. No, this is gonna be a long journey. I'm expecting this process to take 30 days. So within the 30 days of compounding, I'm gonna be showing receipts. I'm gonna be showing trades. I will not enter a trade before telling you guys that I see this trade. And then afterwards, whatever chooses to happen, happens. Like, it happens. But we're gonna get this shit done. And I feel 100% confident coming into this challenge due to I already see the potential with this market, especially on the Forex side. I'm coming from futures. Being able to just see, start an account with 200 and see that I'm floating on the account in total 700 off my first trade, doing a 1 to 2. I mean, we only trading US 30 and NAD, so that just shows the potential that this foreign exchange market got. So we're gonna start this challenge. Now I'm not gonna hold y'all too long while I'm sitting here. And we gonna get it done. I'm fired the fuck up. I can't wait to see y'all take my first trade. And I kinda already know what my first trade is. And I'm gonna be marking that up. I cleared my chart and everything. And I'm gonna be keeping y'all on track, not just with what we choose to do on a chart, but also how I'm living my daily life. I'm not gonna post too much clips about my daily life because the main focus is the charts, but every now and then in these videos, I will stop by a nice place, set up the camera, and just talk about what I did throughout the day. And so far as gym, so far as my real estate classes, so far as trading, marking stuff up. Like, we're gonna go through all of that, gym and all of that. How I kept my connection close to God also throughout everything. We talk about all of that. So that being said, I'm gonna get off the screen. I'm gonna hold y'all too long. I know I said it again. Your boy just let it talk. 200 to 10K. 200 to 10 bands. Bro, we gonna knock this bitch out the park. I'm already knowing. How y'all feel about that shit? It already happened. You seen this shit. Alright, y'all. So today we gonna be doing that 200 10K flip. We gonna get that shit done. We gonna get it done. As y'all can see, we did another deposit into the account. Oh, let me not show that code right there. But yes, this is a deposit into the account. Where it's pending right now, waiting for it to get approved. Once it gets approved, we can start that whole process of doing the 200 to 10 bands. So today the whole thing that I just wanted to go over is just my markup, what I'm seeing. I did clean out my chart, so that does play a big role. So the first thing that I want to pay attention to is this area right here, just so I can kind of see where we're coming from. And as y'all can see, we are coming from these levels right here. You can clearly see that. Wow. That's one of the first things I noticed. This is a major zone that we're coming from, which kind of tells me this is a change in direction. We're coming down, but now it seems like we're working our way back up. Second thing that's extremely important to me that I noticed, so I go to this daily, I noticed we have an area right here where we cracked and we received all this volatility to the downside. So I want to mark this area as well. This area's going to be red. Light red. That's the second thing that we noticed. Now we coming from this strong area, coming back to this area. Now touch here, touch here, touch here. Broke. Now we go back to the 4 hour, and we're still, like I said, we're just tracking structure right now. That's what we're doing, keeping it real simple, keeping it real easy. Tracking structure. We can kind of already see we got a nice trend line forming. Let me get a trend line from here. Nope. From here. Nope. Let me get one from here. Yeah, but that would be kind of ugly. Actually, no, it's not bad. Can we get one from here? Yes, we can. Now, what do we want to see? I know most likely that's not gonna happen today, but what we would like to see is something like this. I want to see a snap of this trend line and a retest of this area. That's what I would like to see. That'll give me full conviction into this trade right here. Like this zone right here being snapped. Obviously, this high can get snapped as well, but it has to be with the retest of that trend line. So either or. But right now, it looks like it's gonna be this one. So we could come and close above these areas and come retest. That's perfect. That's what we're looking for to happen. So we're gonna start from this wick. Shortest wick. Or this is the highest wick right here. Wow. That's how that looked. So now we can already see how our trade is formulating. See if I can get a nice trend line action coming up here. Oh. Nope, it's ugly. And then we can also just pay attention to overall structure, like we have structure right here. Look at that. See how beautiful that looks? Paying attention to overall structure. Bow, 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 bow. Retest that low, come here. Left the gap with this zone here. Come refill it with all these zones. Poof, now we up here. So now it's time to really pay attention to what we got going on. We were selling here and price shows to turn around at this area. And now we're coming back to these highs up here. So far, this looks great. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here for me to want to take a buy. So just to see what we're actually anticipating, to see how it will look like on the other time frame. We're looking at something like this. A break and retest. First thing first, let's start this. It's already started. There we go. We're looking for something like a break, retest, bow. That's what we're looking for. Honestly, to this area. And obviously, you're gonna want to run this. And our order is probably gonna be a 0.39, 0.40. Let's see how that looks like. Stop loss. Gonna be 204. That's better for me. Take profit is going to be, like I said, we're just looking for the double. Take profit is going to be right around here. That's what the trade is looking like. So far, I already love what I'm seeing. So initially, when that deposit hits, it's gonna be our first shot, first setup. Take the 2 to the 4, take 4 to 8, and take 8 to 16 or 8 to 10, or anywhere from 8 to 16, anywhere in that middle of 1,000 to 1,600. And then once we get there, we work our way to 3. From 3, risk 1,000, maybe trade 1,000, make 1,000, make 2,000, 3,000, until we get to that 10K. The more we make, the higher we leverage. But definitely, just starting off, we're gonna start off with the first 3 trades being the most important trades, because it's supposed to take us from 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. That's what's the most important thing right here. So this is definitely looking like our first shot so far. Looking like our first shot. Let's put this back to factory by default. Looking like our first shot. I pretty much like it. You go to the daily and see how that looks like. We're basically betting that this daily candle, the next daily candle, either this daily candle can close above and the next one retest, or the next daily candle, this daily candle can close under, the next daily candle can close above, they come retest, and then we come to this area. And to be honest, we could even get price up here. If I'm just being 1,000% realistic, you can even get price up here, which will be even better for us. You can get price up here. Like I said, the target is right here. That's the target for now. But we are well aware we definitely can't get price up here. That's for another time. Definitely get price up here, for sure. Now when we're looking at this, we see this our daily time frame. And for our daily time frame, for either this candle to close above and the next one to come here, this is a perfect stop to take us to R12. Or this candle to close under this zone right here, next candle closes above, pulls back, and hit us into our profit or even more. Or the next candle will come close bullish, next candle comes, retest this, which will be potentially can turn into a high and take us back to this level and give us even more. Like I said, the original goal is take it from 2 to 4. That's the initial goal. And obviously, if you get more from the trade, we can do that. But I really want to be straight with taking profit, so I'm gonna be looking to get out. But if price is telling me that we can do more, then I'm gonna do more, and I'm going to trail at where I started from, where I want my flip to be at. So we go back to the weekly and see how that looks like to make sure it just looks realistic. And basically, if this weekly, if this my stop loss and trade, so the weekly candle closes above here, we're betting that the next weekly candle can come, make a wick somewhere here, and not have to go all the way down here. Just make a wick somewhere here and come buy up into here, or even more, come test up here. Or this candle can close above here, and the next candle can come, make a wick that's not all the way down here, which is where I stopped. They come to this into here. But even on the weekly, it looks extremely beautiful. Daily, beautiful. You broke that down. 4 hour, beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. You broke that down. This shit is beautiful. 4 hours. You know, most likely today's a Friday. It's probably not going to hit on a Friday, but that's okay, because on every other time frame, this thing looks fucking beautiful. This looks too beautiful. And that's definitely looking like our first setup. So let's definitely mark an alert here and get ready to execute this really soon. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing, for sure. And to be honest, we can either add, let me see if I like this trend line better. Ooh, I'm trying to decide which one is better. You got this trend line, or you got this trend line. This is like those two breaks, tests. This is almost representing everything from, and to me, it's more precise, it's more of a fresh trend line. So now let's go look at NAS. Let's go look at NAS. NAS looks amazing. Let's go to the weekly and see what we have. Kind of the same thing. We got this area right here on NAS. That price came. Respect. Did that. Did it perfectly. But NAS definitely coming out with a little bit more volume than 30. More of a push than 30. We go to our daily. Clearly see we have this area right here. We have this area right here. You want to take account for. Make sure this is precise. And price actually broke above that area. So now we go back to weekly and see how that looks like. That's perfect. So now you know price can definitely smash that and go see this area or even this high, which is all the way near here. But for something like that, I would like to see the macroeconomics kind of line up with a trade like that. So it would have been perfect for us if we would have got entry right here to take this up here, but funds need to hit the account, and that's not realistic. The play already kind of played out already, so not really looking for that. Now we go to the 4 hour. You can see how price kind of broke it, came up here, retested, retested. Now we up here. So this looks too nice right now. Way too nice. Way too nice. Way too nice. It's way too nice. Now when we talking about overall just structure, she did what she had to do, and there's nothing you can say about that. NAS already printed what she had to print, and now she's already kind of like at an area where we will want to buy. So the next possible area that will probably be beneficial to buy if the price closed majorly above this area, which is about to happen. Price closes above this area, turns this into resistance, and we come back and buy up. And I wanted to see how that looks like. I honestly don't like how that looks like. But like I said, the stop is reasonable. TP is also reasonable. So I can even leverage more on this if I want to, like a 0.50 if I wanted to, because of how this thing is ranging. It's ranging in a very, very good way. But like, I can still risk 200 and have a decent stop. Which is good to me. That's good. And I already know initially this is gonna cost me 19. So yeah, I'm gonna have to risk about 2 something, probably a little bit less. So we're gonna have to adjust that. Let's go look on our calculator and really see what that looks like. Cause we got about 219 coming in and minus 1934 minus the fee. So minus the 2. We'll have like 197. So realistically, stop will have to be right here. Because we'll have about 197. So stop will have to be right here. TP. A double will be right here, which is not bad. I like this right here. I like this. We're gonna take note of that. The 0.05 on NAS. 0.50 on NAS. Could be one of our first shots. 0.50 NAS. I like how the leverage looks on that. And we 1-on-1 on that. That's perfect. So we got to see how that looks like on a weekly. Let's see how much room we'll have to breathe. That's perfect. This actually might be our shot. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with y'all. This might be our shot, especially if this weekly candle can close up here. I'll wait for the next candle to come, retest this area again, and just wind all the way back up. And I know my stop is here. Only thing that kind of shocks me is that this bullish engulfing is right here, and I would hate for this weekly to have to come to this bullish engulfing because that's what my stop is. But on the daily, you can clearly see you kind of snap above this area. So price was to close above this area, I would like the buys, I'm not gonna lie. Where I would want to take the buys, I'm not sure, but I would like the buys. I just don't like how we're too much into this resistance right here, and etc. But other than that, the buys are clean. I'm not gonna lie to you. The buys are clean. We do have this area here that I am going to pay a lot of attention to, for sure. Do have that area I'm going to pay a lot of attention to it. Then we have obviously this resistance up here. So just the way this thing is closing, to be honest, this probably wouldn't be an ideal trade because this daily candle opening up here, it might have to come back down here. So for me to actually want to take this, I would want to see price come back down here on the next daily candle and probably do a wake out. So price can open up here, come as low as here, and either close, the next candle come take us up, or price should come as low as here, wake out, and do whatever from there. But I'm definitely not expecting for price to just come here and just combine up. But I do expect us to probably print a higher high and come make the higher low right here. This is probably going to be more ideal for us. This is a more ideal trade for us right here. Really more ideal. So now when we set it, when we look at it, this is a setup that looks pretty good. Pretty good. We're on a nice trend to the upside as well. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I don't expect us to crack this trend line, so that looks like that could be our NAS setup. So we got our NAS setup so far, looking like how we need it to look like. And we got our 30 setup so far, looking like how we need it to look like. And we already know we're expecting something like this. That would be a break here. Back down to this area. Right here. Back to this. Something like this. So we come make this higher high, come make the lower low for the 4 hour, come here, obviously get a little resistance, meet that shoulder, and go up. So entry's going to be definitely right here. And like I said, on the daily, that looks extremely reasonable. I'm not going to lie to you. So this is A plus. To me, this is A plus. This is A plus high probability. And we know price can go as high as up here. So this is a zone to pay attention to. Also is this area here where price can definitely react from. But our TP is going to be way before that. But we're still going to place it here just to let us know like, hey, price can come here and react. Careful. Price can come here and react. Now when I'm looking at this overall setup, you see what we got. And I could probably put a text here and say weekly bullish daily, bullish, say 4 hour, bullish, hour, bullish, and it's trending. So the hour is trending and it's bullish. So all these indicators are perfect to me. Like I could even set that for 4 hour. 4 hours trending too, and it's also bullish. So this is another setup that we'll be looking to take. You know, come print this high, come make this lower low, come and buy up and give us what we need. Period. Period. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally it. So now we kind of see what we have. Obviously, I'm gonna tweak this out throughout the weekend, throughout Monday pre-session. We're gonna come on here, we're gonna tweak it out. Same thing for 30. But this is just the ideal. This is not anything finalized. But when that bread hit, this is most likely the first two trades we're gonna take, or the first trade we're gonna take to take into account 2 to 4. And right now it's looking nice. 30 looking the best. We got this trend line crack on top of this high, 1 hour and 4 hour high. And this can also easily become a daily high, which makes me like it even more. We are definitely kind of trending. So us breaking this, closing above this trend line, that's my biggest indicator I want to see. It's a close above the trend line 4 hours. So this right here, I need a 4 hour entry. Let me turn it really like this. So now if I was to jot this over here, it would be weekly, bullish, daily, bullish, 4 hour, bullish, enter, close of trend line, and obviously 1 hour is bullish. Just to keep us a reminder, so we know where we're planning our entry. Our entry is going to be on 4 hour. If we get it today, that would be nice. I would love to see this daily candle close above this zone, because then I have more conviction that we just turn this area into a high. And if we turn this area into a high, we can come retest on the next daily. Our stop is big enough and take this up here, 1-on-1, double the account, no matter how you want to walk it down. No matter how you want to walk it down. Look at that doubt. That's the end of the video. Y'all gonna see how we turn this 200 to 10 down. Take our first trade. We can win. We're not gonna do what we did with the last challenge where we were floating $600, $700 on that account from 200. Well, we were supposed to take out 4, but we got it from 2 to 7, and we still ain't take. We let this thing burst on us. We're not gonna do it this time. This time we're gonna stay disciplined to our room, and our trades always pay up. That's not a question. It's just a matter of taking profit. Like on my board, I got count recovery, good on that. Risk management, good on that. We hold our trades, but we need to take profit and stop trying to milk these trades so much. We set our target of where we want to go. We have to go on the account and stick to it, and we execute. So